Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lauren, also known as Lauren Budgets here on YouTube, and today we are stuffing the first paycheck of November. I missed last week. I had a lot going on. Mia wasn't feeling well. I had contractors in here painting downstairs because I just could not. My boyfriend had like swatches all over the wall. I just could not deal with it anymore. And if you've watched my home tour, you know our walls are pretty high, so I just didn't want to do it. I'm afraid of heights. It would have taken forever, so I paid someone to do that. So you guys will see that reflected in my budget here. But before we jump in, I want to go ahead and thank today's sponsor. Thank you to VeSync for sponsoring today's video. I received their top fill humidifier, the Dual 200S, and it came at just the perfect time because Mia was sick and she was really congested. So we used this in Mia's room. I added some essential oil in the tank, put some eucalyptus and lavender in there to help her rest peacefully. And the good thing about this is that it's Wi-Fi enabled and top fill. So you are able to control it from your phone. You can even use it with your Alexa or Google Home. I can turn it on and I can see the water level. I can see the humidity percentage in the room with it. And I was even able to set a certain humidity percentage. So once it hit that percentage in the room, it would automatically turn off. So here I am demonstrating the app. It will show the outdoor weather and also the once you hit on whichever your device is, which is Mia's humidifier, you can name it. You do have the ability to turn off the screen that's on there if you don't want any lights in your room. So that's what I did here. And I turn it back on and it'll show you the humidity percentage, and it will also show you the level of the mist that you have. You can set a schedule. So if you're going to bed at 8 p.m., you can go ahead and set it for 8 p.m. and it'll automatically be on for you. And you can also set a timer. Just so you can make sure that it's only running for a certain amount of time if you don't want it to get too humid. You can also power it on and off directly from the app. So you just go ahead and hit the on and off button and it'll go ahead and turn it off. So if you are interested in purchasing this particular humidifier, there is a link down below to purchase in the description box. And again, this is by VeSync. So thank you again, VeSync, for sponsoring this portion of the video. So I didn't stuff anything last week. I did stuff my envelopes that go in here because I need these, but I didn't stuff my sinking fund. So we're going to jump into that. So nothing into beauty. Groceries is going to get its $50 as normal. So we've got 50, 70, 90, 95, and 100. Did I say $50 or $100? We put $100 in groceries. And then gas has a little bit left over because I didn't use the previous week's gas. I mean, I only used a couple dollars out of here to fully fill up my tank because $50 doesn't fully fill up my tank by the time I get gas. So we are going to put 50 in here also. And then roll over this extra. So I've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 91, and 92. So this way I'll be able to fill up my tank completely, and then whatever's left, I will move to another envelope. And then this is my fun, entertainment, eating out, spending, anything that doesn't have an envelope here or here, envelope. And that gets 50. This was my first week of going back full-time. So it's been a little hectic coming off of my house being a mess, Mia not feeling well, a bunch of other stuff I have going on. So it's been kind of crazy here. So we've got 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Also, if you placed an order, you will be receiving your tracking information today. Today is Friday, November 5th, and it'll go out today, Friday, November 5th. So that's that. And then jumping into my sinking funds, Mia's going to be getting 10 since she normally gets 5 a week. She did spend 15. We bought a couple books. She bought a couple books that she wanted. So that's where that went. So we now have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 5, 6, and 7. So 107 we have here for Miss Mia. My battery is dying, of course. And it's like, I said, no, I don't need to charge it because I didn't use it last week. But apparently, I do need to charge it. Babe is also going to be getting 10 because he has been getting 5 a week. So in here I've got 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, and 83. So 283 is in his envelope. This is used for anything random for my boyfriend, anniversary, birthday, random giving, Valentine's Day. I had to charge my battery. It wasn't gonna last the rest of this video, so I stopped to charge my battery. I had a couple phone calls, worked a little bit, and now we're back at it. So medical is going to be getting $18. Remember, these amounts are for 2 weeks, for last week and this week, because I didn't stuff last week. So in medical, I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72, and 73. So 573 is in medical. House and toiletries is going to be getting 20. So in house and toiletries, I now have 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So $65 in house and toiletries. I don't think I need anything. Sometimes I just want to buy it just because it's on sale, but because I have such a low amount, I don't want to just go buy things just in case there's something I really need. I don't have the money in there available. Car maintenance is going to be getting 15. Sorry, that's my work computer. So I've got 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, and 80. So 180 in car maintenance. It's like trying to charge on there. Perfect. And then Christmas. I started looking at Christmas gifts. I don't know what I want to get my daughter just yet. I don't know what I want to get any of the kids, to be honest, or anyone. So I'm like I started looking at like all the early Black Friday deals, even though it's not really Black Friday, it's like all November. But give me some suggestions and just like nice gifts for kids that aren't too expensive and that they'll actually enjoy. I find that when I buy kids gifts, they'll play with it when they first get it because, you know, it's new and then they never touch it again. So I'm just trying to get things, aside from Mia. Mia will, when I buy her things that I know she's going to play with, like her Switch, she plays with that nonstop. Books, she'll read. She doesn't really color like that. But even though people will buy it for her, she'll color like once and then never again. So I'm just trying to buy things that I know they're going to be able to use. Otherwise, everyone's getting clothes. So we're going to do 20 in Christmas. My goal is 1,500 in here. So I've got 1,000 in the bank and then 1, 2, 3, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 85. So 1,485. We are $15 away from my goal, which will probably hit next week. And then, and then that's it. We are doing what we got to do for Christmas since it's only, 50 days away now? Gifts is going to be getting 17. My goal is 200 in here, so that's where I'm just trying to get back to that here. So I've got 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130, 135, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. So 140. Wedding's going to be getting I'm laughing at my $1 I put into travel. So wedding is going to be getting $12. I did go ahead and condense this last week because it was a little insane. So after I put in the 12 to wedding, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700, 20, 30, 31, and 32. So 732 is in wedding. travel is going to be getting one lonely dollar because, as I mentioned, we're not, traveling anytime soon. Though we did get the, you notice that the kids can now get it. I think 5 and up can now get the vaccine. So I'm debating on whether I'm going to give it to Mia. It's obviously probably going to be pretty difficult in order to get it anyway. So we'll see what we end up doing for her. So after the $1, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 20, 40, 50, and 1. So 551. Perfect. And then emergency is getting $100. So right now I have this amount in emergency, but our AC broke. We had been having issues with it for a while now, actually since we moved in, and we did know that the AC was probably going to go out. We just didn't know it was going to go out this soon. So we did get a new AC unit. We did have a friend who kind of helped us out a little bit, but we've got to pay for it, obviously. So this emergency money is probably going to go down a bit next week. We'll see what I can do if I can work it out with my paycheck to pay what I'm going to pay for it, but the money's got to come from somewhere. And I'm thinking that's where it's going to come from because I don't have an envelope for AC because I don't know. Why would I? So we'll see how I'm going to work this out. But we did get new AC, so I've got to pull the money out of somewhere. So right now, after we add the $100, I've got 1, 2, 3, 100, 1, 2, 300, and 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, and 96. So 3,396 is currently in emergency at the moment. So, I mean, that's what this envelope is for an emergency. The AC breaking was an emergency. It was hot as heck in this, hot. So we needed to do it. There was no replacing it. It was just done. So, and then lastly, for remodel and renovation, as I mentioned, I did have someone come and paint my downstairs. We painted the downstairs because the holidays are coming up. I just couldn't stand to see the walls the way that they looked. He had swatches all over the wall, not even neatly. It was just I just want to see what this color looks like. And some of it was rough and it just didn't look good. So I got them to paint. I didn't want to, I paid for my piece because they got it done in 2 days. It would have taken me longer. It took me 3 days to paint Mia's little room. So that area out there, and it looks really nice. I did record some of it. So once I move on to the remodel and renovation of that room, I already have the footage for it. So I spent $1,287 for the painting. I bought a bit more supplies for the house. Because we changed the color of the walls, we did a dark color wall. So we changed the outlet covers and things like that. So a little bit extra came there, and I had to buy a little bit more paint and pay the guy a little bit extra than what he quoted me, because once he got started, he saw that there were bubbles on the wall that I wanted him to replace properly, because I just didn't want to paint over it. And then if I'm going to pay someone to do it, I want to do it right. I don't want to have the next person who moves in here be like, oh, look, they just did a crappy renovation job like we are saying about the previous owners. So I've got 50 going into here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000, which is in the bank. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 50. Let's move that there. 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 50, 70, 90, 95, 96, 97, and 98. So $8,598 is now in my remodel and renovation. So we did get a quote for getting our stair banisters redone, because my boyfriend messed those up. I'm not sure if that was in my home tour video. I'm pretty sure it was that he messed them up, and the kids are now getting splinters because it's just a mess. It's a mess. So I got a quote for that. It is kind of pricey, so I don't know if we're going to jump to doing that yet. or if we're going to try to like sand it down and do it and just paint it ourselves temporarily. But yeah, I'm just trying to get the downstairs taken care of, and then, you know, we'll move on to the bedrooms and things like that. But so far I like it. I really want to get the floors done now that I painted, but you know, I can only do one thing at a time. And I, you know, want to take my time with it, so I'm not just blowing through all my money right away, just in case more emergencies come up. So I'm glad I have the money. I'm glad I do this so I, you know, don't have to stress so much, but we are going to be taking our time to do things. So that's it for this video. Please don't forget, if you placed an order, your order will go out today. I'm going to actually run to the post office right now before my meeting, and then you guys are all set with your orders. If you got any questions, leave them down below in the comment section. I try to respond to every comment. You guys already know the drill. I'd like to thank you guys so much for checking in, and take care. Bye.